Welcome to the class. Today's class is about molecular vibrations in IR spectroscopy. As we know that a molecule which is made up of atoms, in the earlier case we take an HCl molecule, which is a polar molecule, is considered as an example for the illustration of the concept. Here also I am taking HCl molecule. So when HCl molecule is bounded by two atoms, hydrogen atom and chlorine atom, we found the frequency of vibration and also energy of vibration. So due to the motion of hydrogen, that is towards the chlorine atom, we found the concept as vibration. For that vibration we are giving theoretical explanation for a frequency, a vibrational frequency, and as well as vibrational energy. Now I am concentrating on the vibration. Vibration is the motion of hydrogen, or vibration is the motion of the atom that is participated in the bonding. So vibration, what types of vibrations are possible in in IR spectroscopy? So the major type of vibrations, which is also known as molecular vibrations. So simply the term is known as molecular vibrations. A type of molecular vibrations that are found in a molecule is stretching, and bending. So mainly how many types of molecular vibrations are possible? Two types of molecular vibrations will be possible: stretching vibration and bending vibration. Now let us see one by one in detail. So stretching means the bond which is present in between the two atoms is assumed like a spring. Okay, if suppose these two are assumed as balls, these two balls are connected by a spring. So spring has the nature, it can stretch or it can compress. Okay, so if suppose two balls, hydrogen and chlorine, which is connected by bond in spring manner. So the bond which is connected between the two atoms can be stretch or compress. Okay, when the two atoms are coming near to each other, then the motion is known as compression. When the two atoms are moving apart each other, then we call the motion as stretching. Simply like this. So size of the atoms decreases, not a matter. See the distance between the two atoms, and here the distance between two atoms decreases. So when the distance between the two atoms decreases, then we call this phenomenon as compression. When the distance between the two atoms increases, suppose so here compression, here it is stretching, so here it is compression. So two atoms are connected by a bond, the bond itself it is behaving as compression, and here you are finding stretching. Okay, So molecular vibrations are mainly of two types, stretching and bending. Now let us see what is stretching vibration by taking a perfect example. Yes, the learning objectives in this class is stretching vibrations and bending vibrations. First of all, I am taking stretching vibrations. In the case of stretching vibrations, distance between the atoms increases or decreases, but the atoms remain in the same bond axis. Okay. Simply I am taking two balls which are connected by a bond. The distance between the two atoms may increase or decrease. Okay, the distance between the two atoms decreases, then it must be look like this. This is known as compression. When the distance between two atoms increases, then it will look like this. So this elongation of bond is nothing but stretching. So compression, stretching, this is the original form of the bond. So due to stretching vibration, the bond axis remains constant. So here the axis is constant, here the axis is constant, here also axis is constant, but only variable is the distance between the two atoms. Here the distance between two atoms decreases, and here the distance between two atoms increases. That means in the stretching vibration we found the distance between the two atoms may increase or decrease, but the atoms must remain in the same bond axis. Now let me take one example. Stretching vibration stretching vibrations can be explained by two phenomena. So the type of stretching vibration can be symmetrical stretching, and the other one is asymmetrical stretching. So totally two types of stretching vibrations are possible: symmetrical stretching, asymmetrical stretching. Now let us see symmetrical stretching. For that, here I am taking example of water molecule. Water molecule, which consists of oxygen bonded to two hydrogen atoms, and the shape of the molecule is bent shape. Okay, and it is coming under the non-linear category. The molecule is not a linear molecule. If you want to explain in terms of a linear molecule, suppose take carbon dioxide. So two examples are taken, linear molecule and non-linear molecule. Let us see the pattern of symmetrical stretching. Okay, stretching. In the stretching we are discussing about the symmetrical stretching. Symmetrical stretching is when the atoms are involved in compression or stretching. When the two atoms, here oxygen is bonded to two hydrogen atoms. If the two hydrogen atoms are simultaneously participated in the elongation of the bond or compression of the bond, then we call the motion of the atoms is known as symmetrical stretching. So the symmetrical stretching for this water molecule may be like this. for the consideration I am giving the bond axis here, but the axis of bond may not changes. Okay. So, when compression takes place, when the hydrogen atoms are moving near to hydrogen, near to oxygen, when this hydrogen atom also near to hydrogen atoms, two hydrogen atoms are simultaneously going near to oxygen, then we will find this type of molecule. So, this is the original molecule. When the two hydrogen atoms are compressed, then you will have this orientation. And if suppose the two hydrogen atoms are stretched or elongated along the bond axis, only, the bond axis may not changes here, the distance of the atoms only changes, it may decreases or it may increases. If suppose increases, okay. Now, this type of vibration we called as symmetrical stretching. So, this is for non-linear molecule. Now, we are considering a linear molecule. If suppose linear molecule is taken into consideration, how the compression takes part and how the elongation takes part. Due to the compression, the bonds must be compact and it can be look like this, because a bond axis may not changes, the distance between the atoms will preferentially decreases. So, this is known as compression. And if suppose elongation happens, carbon which is elongated towards oxygen. So, this is known as stretching and this is known as compression. So, when compression and stretching both the phenomena are taken simultaneously, then we call this type of vibration as symmetrical stretching, because the two atoms are participated directly, the two atoms are participated in at the same time with the atom, that is center atom. Then we call the type of vibration as symmetrical stretching. Suppose if you want to consider about asymmetrical stretching, okay, for the case of asymmetrical stretching, one of the atom is undergoing compression and the other atom is undergoing elongation. So, that is different. Symmetrical means same type of action by the two atoms, but here the different type of action by the two atoms. Here hydrogen 1 is undergoing compression, here hydrogen 2 is undergoing elongation. If suppose that has taken place, then the arrangement can be look like this. So, when the hydrogen atom, if suppose this is H1 and this is H2, H1 it is undergoing compression. Due to compression, the distance of oxygen to hydrogen is decreases, and H2 O to H2 bond, if it is experiences elongation. So, this is also one of the stretching, but the stretching is not in symmetrical manner, it is in unsymmetrical manner, which is asymmetrical manner. Okay, if suppose H1 is undergoing compression, H2 is undergoing elongation, you will get this type of structure. Or H1 is undergoing elongation, H2 is undergoing compression, this is also a asymmetrical stretching. Okay. So, these two are the symmetrical stretching and these two structures are expressing asymmetrical stretching for a non-linear molecule. For the case of linear molecule, here two atoms, the two oxygen atoms are compressed at the same time. So, the symmetry of the molecule can be look like this. But if suppose one of the oxygen is undergoing compression, so compact in nature, and the other one is elongated, then this is known as asymmetrical stretching. There is a possibility like this: if suppose this oxygen atom is undergoing elongation and this oxygen atom is undergoing compression, so this is also a asymmetrical stretching. So finally stretching is of two types: symmetrical stretching and asymmetrical stretching. If suppose you are considering nonlinear molecule, these two are the structures of symmetrical molecule, and these two are asymmetrical stretching. And for the linear case, these two structures explains about symmetrical stretching, and these two will explain about asymmetrical stretching. Okay, right. So when it is clear, now let we move to bending. So symmetrical and asymmetrical, these two are the two types of stretching vibrational modes. Now we are moving to bending vibrational modes. Yes, here I shown the pictures of symmetrical stretching and asymmetrical stretching. Symmetrical case, you are finding, of course this is not relevant one. For the symmetrical case, we are shown the earlier pictures that are the exactly one. Now I am going to asymmetrical case, sorry, not asymmetrical, I am going to bending case. So bending vibrations. Bending vibrations are of two types. One is in plane bending and the another one is out of plane bending. So simply I am writing in plane, and the other category is out of plane. Again in plane bendings are two types. They are scissoring and rocking. These two are the in plane bending modes, scissoring and rocking. Out of plane bending modes are also two types. One is wagging and the other one is twisting. Okay, totally how many modes of vibrations are possible? Molecular vibrations mainly of two types: stretching and bending. Stretching is of two types: symmetrical and asymmetrical. Bending is again of two types: in plane bending, out of plane bending. In plane bending is scissoring, rocking. Out of plane bending is wagging and twisting. Okay, right. Now I will take a water molecule as an example to explain all the bending vibrations. So water, first of all I am explaining scissoring. Right. So for the case of bending vibrations, there is no change between the distance of two atoms. So in between the two atoms, oxygen and hydrogen, the bond distance may not change, it remains constant, but the axis of the bond must be changes. Okay, in the earlier case, for the case of stretching, the distance can vary, it may increases or it may decreases, but the bond axis must be constant for the case of stretching. But here the phenomenon is entirely opposite. Okay, now let us see. This is nothing but the movement of scissor. So if you see the movement of scissor, if it is in the form of scissor, a hydrogen atom which is moving this side, and this hydrogen atom is moving this side. So the two hydrogen atoms are moving at the same time with the change of bond angle. Okay, there is no change of bond distance. If such a thing is happening, then the distance is constant, angle of bond may be decreases, that is bond axis only varies, not decreases, varies. Okay, if suppose this is hydrogen and this is hydrogen, now these two hydrogens are coming near to each other, that means the bond axis of two hydrogen atoms are coming near to each other, then you will have this type of structure. When it is going to elongate, when the hydrogen is elongate here and here, this will give us the original structure. Okay, this type of movement is known as scissoring. When the two hydrogen atoms are coming near to each other, going apart away, then the type of movement or the type of vibration we call as scissoring. Okay, now if you see the plane, the two hydrogen atoms are participated in the same plane, right? They are present in same plane. After the vibration, that is scissoring vibration, they are present in the same plane. That means this type of vibration is in plane vibration. Now let us move to rocking. For the case of rocking, same water molecule I am taking. In plane only the performance is take part. If suppose one of the hydrogen atom is coming near to another hydrogen atom, at the same time the hydrogen atom, second hydrogen atom, will also move apart. So the movement of two hydrogen atoms will be like this. So here the movement of two hydrogen atoms in opposite manner, one is coming in this direction and the another one is coming in this direction. Two hydrogens are moving in opposite directions, but here the two hydrogen atoms are moving in same direction. So then you will have, when it is moving from this to here, the displacement of the atom takes place. So you will have this one, and the hydrogen which is moving, and you will have this. Okay, again these two are present in same plane. So this is in plane bending only. Okay, so in plane bending, totally you are having two types of bending, scissoring and rocking. When the two atoms are forced in opposite direction, then you will have scissoring. When the two atoms are moved in same direction, then you will have rocking, a bending vibration. Okay, now I will take out of plane bending. So in plane bending is over. Now I am taking out of plane bending. Out of plane bending means we have to deviate from the plane. Right. Suppose take the same water molecule and this must be the plane. Okay. If suppose the two hydrogen atoms are move from the plane, the two hydrogen atoms are simultaneously move from the plane, above the plane or below the plane. Okay. So if suppose above the plane, I will write like this. So this is about above the plane. If suppose two hydrogen atoms are coming below the plane, then they may look like this. Okay. If suppose this is the plane, so simply if suppose this is the plane, above the plane two hydrogen atoms are moved, and here below the plane two hydrogen atoms are moved. Okay. So if suppose two hydrogen atoms are moved above the plane or below the plane, above the plane or below the plane, this type of movement or this type of vibration we called as wagging. The movement of the vibration is known as wagging. Okay. Right. Next one is twisting. Right. Water molecule only I am taking. This is the type of bending which is named as twisting. So this is also out of plane bending. For this case, one of the hydrogen atoms is moved above the plane and another atom is moved below the plane, like this. If suppose this is the plane, one of the hydrogen atom above, one of the hydrogen atom below, or this hydrogen atom is moving upward and this hydrogen atom is moving downward. Same, this is the plane and one can move below, one can move upward and above one can move downward. So like this type of movement we call as twisting, bending, vibration. Okay. So totally we are explained all the types of vibration, that is stretching and bending. Stretching is of symmetrical stretching and asymmetrical stretching. Bending is of two types, in plane bending, out of plane bending. In the in plane bending, scissoring and rocking, and in the case of out of plane bending, wagging and twisting. These are the possible vibrational modes of a molecule. Okay. Right. So in the case of bending vibration, distance between the atoms remains constant, so distance may not change, but the position of atoms changes to the bond axis. Okay. Right. So the category of bending, classification of bending vibrations. Bending vibrations is of two types, in plane and out of plane. In plane is scissoring, rocking, out of plane is wagging and twisting. So these are the possible molecular vibrations of a particular molecule, any of the molecule in the case of IR spectroscopy. Okay, fine. Thank you.